They weren't paid, they just showed up. And together, they took a bite out of the monster that's been trying to eat me alive. Wait till you see what the power of YouTube, volunteers, new and old friends can do in a single day. They say Socrates once said, "We come to love that for which we sacrifice." I guess it's not that we sacrifice because we already love something. It's that in the act of giving, of showing up day after day, we build love. I learned that caring for my mom. When dementia came for her at a very young age, I knew there was no way she was going to face it without me. I put my life on hold. Not because it was easy, but because she needed me. And somewhere in that very hard, sacred work, I felt closer to her than I ever had. And when she was suddenly gone, I felt unmoored, like I'd lost my purpose. Years later, standing in the middle of this broken down, leaky roofed factory, I started feeling that same pull. It didn't make much sense. The building couldn't love me back the way my mom did. At least, not in the way we usually think of love. But still, it gives. Piece by piece, bolt by bolt. We have a tagline on this channel that says, "The building provides." I often find exactly what I need right when I need it. And the more I give to it, the more I bleed, sweat, and sacrifice for this place, the more I care. I didn't think anyone else would feel that, but I was wrong. Over the years, people have shown up, offering help, advice, time, tools, even just encouragement at the right moment. But one day stands out when a crew of incredible volunteers, most of them strangers, traveled here at their own expense just to help me clean out this place. In a single day, they did what would have taken me an entire summer to do on my own. I was overwhelmed. I was humbled and certainly grateful beyond words. So this video is for them and for everyone who has ever given a little of themselves to help me on this impossible journey. I want to tell the story of that day and do my best to honor the people who made it unforgettable. Okay, today is a really, really big day. Today is our volunteer day, and I'm a little bit nervous because I know there's going to be a whole bunch of questions. I don't know how many people are coming. I don't know what to expect, and I've got a little bit of imposter syndrome going. I'm kind of worried about it. But the semi-truck is here. We got 160 pallets donated by Vesuvius, which is a local manufacturing plant not very far away. And Bob had to take a 2-hour drive to go get a loading dock plate so that we can bridge between the truck and the loading dock. So he's gone. People are starting to show up. Yeah. Okay, I did my liability waivers. I've got masks, gloves, eye protection, and earplugs. Believe it or not, I know you guys know that's not how I usually roll, but we're prepared. We got a coffee station. We're doing a grill. Steel Horse Transportation donated the burgers and fixins. So here we go. So this is the place that we decided to go with first. I'm standing right by the elevator, so it's kind of all in that area. And it'll be awesome to get this out because then I'll be able to get a ladder in here. I can pull all this paneling off the wall and get it back to original, the exposed brick, which will be incredible. But there is a lot of styrofoam. There's all of this fiberglass drop ceiling tiles. That is not asbestos, it's just fiberglass. There's a little bit of fiberboard in it. And yeah, we got a bunch to get out of here. So we have this old pickup truck that is not titled, but it's good for driving around the property. And we have all these toilets, which are no good. They're mismatched, they're cracked, they're missing lids. And I'm saving a lot of them that are good, but these are not good. So we're gonna pull that old truck up, load all these. They're gonna get crushed and put down in the concrete pylons where the old water tower stood. Wow. What's the expression? Many hands makes light work. I cannot believe how fast that is going. It's incredible.
I'm Kent Spees. I'm from Kansas, Illinois.
Melinda Lovell.
Melinda, and where are you from?
I'm from Martinsville, Illinois.
My name's Robert Lovell.
And you're from?
Originally from here. I grew up a couple blocks over down the street.
So you're a local fella.
I am, but I live in Martinsville, Illinois now.
I'm Ben Walker, and I'm from Peoria, Illinois.
And what brings you here?
I'm just along for the ride with my dad and my brother.
There you go, and working hard today, right? Okay, if you would introduce yourself.
My name's Tom.
Tom. All right, Tom, what brings you here today?
I'm here to help Chris out because he's such an amazing guy. Love the dude.
Really?
Hard-working
You're
guy.
the only one. We knew somebody had to, I just didn't know it was you.
Wow. What I don't know is how you can hold a camera and film perfectly down here.
It's very easy.
Oh, there's the camera. So there's still stuff I got to get out of that one. This one's almost full, but it'll fit in there if we break it up. The problem is, guys, that every time I've done this, I've ended up bloody from busting those because the shards fly.
Oh, I know. I've done this before.
Okay.
It's a mess.
So if you want, just throw them all off on the ground and I'll do it later. That way I won't feel bad if somebody gets all cut up or whatever. So just throw them right there on the ground. Whoa, people are starting to pull up. I can't believe how many people showed up. I think there's probably at least 15 people here now, which is pretty incredible. It was about 30 minutes in and about half of that initial space is already cleared out. So I'm starting to get optimistic about how much we can accomplish today, which is awesome. Incredible. It's all pallets. Less than an hour. Are you guys okay to be on the channel?
Oh, I guess. Anything in there you need?
No, it's all trash.
My aunt worked at the new one.
Your aunt worked here.
No,
Oh, the new one on
new
5th Street.
Samuel Chu, yeah.
Yeah.
When it went out there, so she didn't work here in this building.
This one, I think, closed around like 1969-ish
Okay.
here. And then that one was on 5th Street.
Put the big shit on the pallet. That way we don't lose the bag.
Hey, we can definitely see Chris smiling here. He is
Incredible.
happy as a lark.
Yeah. It's unbelievable.
We need a scoop shovel for the big piles of dirt.
That I can do.
My name is Ann Pilkington.
And tell us what you're doing here.
I own Steel Horse Transportation, the trucking company, and we brought our trucks so that we could help move all this junk and take it to the junkyard.
I'm Ken Garrison out of Arlington, Illinois, a retired engineer from ISU.
And how far is your commute to here?
2 hours.
My name is David Lizakowski from Shiloh, Illinois.
And how far is your commute?
2 hours.
Sir?
Richard England.
Richard, and where are you from, sir?
I'm now from Charleston, but I was born in England and raised in mainly Toronto and Scotland.
Oh, so you've been all over the place.
Yeah, a few places, yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Came from a natural gas pipeline
That is a unique
terminal station, and I took all the guts out of it and everything, and this is just kind of what it is.
Right.
We used it for a pool table light for a while.
Oh my gosh.
Until they actually shamed the beer vendors into bringing them a real bar light.
Wow.
So I know you redo the guts on them, and so
That's
that's kind
awesome.
of. I mean, if you end up with a pool table in there,
You don't see
there it
that
is.
every day. That's a kind of a unique
No,
one.
that's the only one. And there was another one in a dumpster that we were getting ready to throw some stuff in. I looked, and they already had a bunch of crap in there. There was another one, but it was pretty beat up.
Uh-huh.
This one wasn't that bad. I'm like, it's got a little patina, maybe I'll. And I was gonna, if you're gonna do it, they've got those, like the kids to touch up ceramic bathtubs and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, oh, yeah. No, I
And
like
thought,
stuff original.
and then I thought,
Not
no,
messed with a bit.
I'll
I
just,
love it like that.
maybe sand it, paint it. And I thought, I ain't touching it.
No.
Okay.
That's awesome. So here's some doors that probably haven't been opened in who knows how many decades. And this is an exterior door that they're going to try to get open as well. Everything's palletized. What's the expression? Many hands makes light work, yeah? Wow.
Chris, did you want to say this?
No.
No? Okay.
No. When I first came here, I was like, oh, I could save that. And now my mentality has completely shifted to, I want pretty much everything gone.
All right.
So this whole end of the building is urban blight. It's like, it looked horrible.
The rest of the building is what?
Oh, yeah, it's heaven. The rest of the building is chic, yeah.
I couldn't resist.
So you guys came all the way from Pennsylvania.
We came from Parksburg, Pennsylvania. That's 15 miles east of Lancaster or 45 miles west of Philadelphia, depending on how you want to count it.
Awesome.
So
That's a serious commitment. You have family in the area.
we have family in Huntley, just northwest of Chicago.
Okay, awesome.
So when we leave here, we'll go. It's 3 hours to our house.
Like a dual-purpose trip, right?
I don't know what's...
Yeah.
Where's the biggest fan you got?
The biggest fan?
Yeah.
If we can get it running. There was one sitting right there just yesterday.
Which one? I saw Dave was all there. Antique metal one or that?
Yeah, that thing. But it has to be wired to work, I think.
Oh, you don't have a working fan?
I think there's a regular box fan up in the elevator shaft. You want me to go get it? It's just a regular house box fan.
Very top where the
Elevator motor is, yeah. You want me to go get it? Okay. Man, this is chaos here. Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh, yes.
Wow. So we're manufacturing, because a lot of this stuff is like loose debris, so we're making some boxes to hold that. Wow, this is incredible. I don't know what's more chaos, the building or the work that's going on right now. It's incredible.
50-50.
So I gotta come over here in the corner and hide for a second. I really want to be helping to do actual work, but I think I've come to the terms with there's so many questions and I'm getting pulled in different directions that I just need to be available to help put out fires and tell people where stuff is and all of that. But, oh my gosh. I can't believe this door is open. We have an extra access point, egress point. Unbelievable. Look at all that stuff. It's all palletized.
Okay, my name is Jason Segura.
Segura?
Yeah.
I'm Jake Walker. I'm a friend of Chris's from high school.
I'm Elijah Walker. I'm his son.
And I don't know if you guys recognize these two characters or not, but this is not their first trip here. This is probably your third, fourth.
Maybe his. I've
I'm
been here
my second. Yeah, he's been here like 4 or 5.
Benny's over there. He's been here a couple more times, but
Yeah, these guys have really worked hard at this place, and we certainly appreciate their help.
James Farmer, Southern Illinois, down around Johnson City, just north of Marion.
Yeah, I'm Chris Porter.
Chris, where are you from?
I'm from Vincennes, Indiana. I then rewatched all the videos that Chris ever put out.
Oh, really? Really?
So I'm caught up with...
So you're a new viewer, but you're pretty up to date.
Yep, yeah.
All right, well, hey, we really appreciate you coming out today and all the help. I know you guys have worked really hard.
I feel really sorry for you.
No, it's been fun.
You watched all the videos I put out. Those early
all of them.
Those early ones were pretty hard to watch. Look at all these cars. These are the vehicles of the kind people who have come to help out today. Incredible.
You ain't got
Oh my gosh, you can actually walk over here. I can't believe it. It's kind of giving me chills, honestly. I can't believe that people are this kind.
Here's the other thing that I was going to do something with, and I'm not.
Oh, an industrial bell.
You may have some of these in here.
I've got one that I brought from Poland, but it's not like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is, I don't know if it's G2, it's something, Automatic Electric Company, Chicago. If you look, and I can't.
That's like a shift.
I may have.
A shift bell or something.
Well,
yeah.
It was in an old building at the refuge, in a certain part of the building, that if somebody shows
we
up,
can ring
you
up
may
a
not
doorbell.
know it.
Well, I bet you can hear this thing through the whole building.
You could put a button at several different doors, so if
Yeah.
somebody walks up and pushes any one of them, it would set it off.
Okay,
you
that
know?
is amazing. I'm
So yeah,
super
So
grateful
stick
for
these-
that. Thank you.
I mean, they're laying around. I'm not going to do anything with them. I was going to hang this thing up out in the garage. I've got
I love them.
4 of the old green ones. Well, I've got several.
No, Kansas, but.
Oh, Kansas.
Might as well be.
Might as well be.
Yeah.
Awesome. I found a bat up there when I removed that paneling the other day. There was a bat behind it. He spread his wings out and showed me his teeth.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So here's what happened. I put the word out that I could use some help clearing out part of the building. And to be honest, I didn't expect much. A few folks, maybe. I figured I'd be happy even if 1 or 2 people showed up. But then people really showed up. Not just a couple of friends from around town. People drove hours, even from out of state, on their own dime, just to help. I couldn't believe it. And they didn't show up to stand around and take pictures. They worked. Heavy lifting, dragging stuff out of rooms that hadn't been touched in decades, putting on masks to protect from dust that probably predates rock and roll. And the crazy thing is, they were smiling through most of it, laughing, telling stories, getting to know each other. It turned into something more than just a cleanup day. And that kind of thing changes you. It reminds you that this whole crazy idea isn't just yours anymore. It belongs to everybody who believes in it enough to show up and make it real. And don't get me wrong, there have been people helping since day one. Folks sending tools, advice, encouragement, leaving comments in the comments section. But there's something different about people being here. In the dust, in the noise, side by side. That day didn't just move a lot of junk, it moved me too. So if you were part of it, thank you. And I mean that. And if you weren't there, but you've been following along, cheering me on, supporting the channel, that means the world to me as well. This building's still got a long way to go, but thanks to all of you, it doesn't feel quite as heavy anymore. It feels like we've kind of turned a corner. I was expecting all my volunteers to be like 50 or over.
You don't know YouTube yet, do you?
No, I don't know YouTube yet, I guess. Wow, this is incredible.
You might have to stand them off. Yeah, I like the best back but it's going to be the bottom.
Oh, that's the thing. It's the bottom.
Hey, can everybody get out from under the drop ceiling? I'm going to shake this and stuff's going to fall from the ceiling. Butterfly.
Yeah. absolutely insane. There went the light. Well, in my opinion, this was the ugliest part of the whole building.
Yeah, just getting those.
Oh my gosh.
Getting the green things out of there.
Look at that. I can't believe that.
I got like 4.
Well, I mean, those windows might be intact for at least another 3 days before kids throw rocks again. Wow. That takes incredible patience to do that. It doesn't look like it's coming out any easier than it did down on the first floor.
Comes in spurts.
Hey, this is David Lizakowski. I'm restoring the family cemetery.
Light in the background. Okay.
Where my great-great-grandparents, the McLeods, are buried in Muscoda, Illinois. It's a Darnborough cemetery. The Darnboroughs were from England, and I guess they owned the land a long time ago. But there's a lot of graves out there, and stones and whatnot. And some of them are complete, some of them are not. And I've been clearing the brush and the trees and everything for the last 2 years.
It's kind of like at the heart of what we're doing here in this building too. So
yes, pretty much. Yeah,
awesome.
Same type of work.
So I'll put some of the information in the video, whatever you send to me too. I'll make sure some people can check it out.
All righty.
Yeah, so we're in the area where we got firebombed, and they put the fire out, and we just realized that there's a sink there, and a stove, and a furnace. It's possible that somebody was living in here at one point. So, sadly, when the fire happened, we were never able to really go through this place and see what was in here. So we don't know what we lost, but maybe it's better that way.
Just less stuff to look through.
Less stuff to mess with. Are we halfway full?
Yeah, about halfway.
Wow. Well, that whole front end's almost empty now. It's like...
Wow. I'm excited to see when we get back in there.
Yeah, let's take a break anyway. We should just take a break and go have a drink and get some cookies or something.
Yeah, I didn't realize how much foam was in a brick building.
Yeah. Cardboard.
Oh my gosh.
That's to help it make it float.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. So now we can like pull, I mean, when I say we, I don't mean it's not a project for today, but we can pull down this, all this paneling, get it back to the original brick. I can't believe this. Makes me want to cry almost. I cannot believe it.
Yeah, it's tears of joy.
It is, honestly.
I mean, now that it's empty, you can like start envisioning what will be here.
Yeah, like that's exactly right. And you know, I can actually move a ladder to pull the paneling down. Incredible. It's amazing how much stuff can fit into that trailer. We basically got almost everything from that end of the building out, and the trailer's maybe a little over half full. Should I hold on to it? Should I hold on to it?
I need to come back more and over more.
Okay. And these handles are
up and down, side to side, back and forward.
Wow. All right, see you later.
Aaron.
And where are you from, Aaron?
East Peoria.
East Peoria. So what's your drive to get here?
2 hours.
Another 2-hour drive. I mean, you guys, of all the things you could be doing, here you are 2 hours away from home doing this.
I'm Ryan Siegel.
And where are you from, sir?
I'm here in Charleston.
Oh, you're a local.
I am.
There are a few locals have shown up today.
Jeffrey Nicholas, co-owner of Steel Horse Transportation.
Put your drink down.
What's your name?
Vivian.
This is Vivian. Vivian really cares about the environment, and she's trying to keep our stuff out of the landfills. So she made us a free sign so we could put stuff out that people can take instead of taking it and throwing it in the garbage. This is good for the environment. You're saving the planet, right? Yeah. All right. And Vivian is Keith's granddaughter. So this place at the moment is unrecognizable. Unrecognizable. I can't believe the generosity of everybody that came here and helped. I just like this single day of this many people helping just literally changed my life. So I am so grateful, and I think that's all I'm going to film at the moment until kind of the big reveal. And I'll come back in a few seconds here, and I'll show you how far we got in this single epic day of generosity. When people show up for something you've been working on, something you've poured your heart into, it means more than just lending a hand. It's a reminder that this dream is bigger than just me. I asked for help, and I'm incredibly grateful that you answered. You showed up, you worked hard, and you believed in what this place can be. And I promise you this, I will honor your contribution. I'll stay the course, and I'll see this through. Because you believed in it, and now I believe in it more than ever. Thank you, truly. This journey is far from over, but with all of you behind it, it's already more than I could have imagined.